Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-April 2023 love reading. Thanks to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is look at the past, present, and future energies between you and a main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards for some additional insight as well, and that's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that away, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the 10 of Coins. So this is actually a Virgo energy here, which represents your opposite sign in relationships. And it could just be saying that you really saw a lot of potential for this connection to go the distance. You know, you might have been really open to the idea of having a long-term commitment with this person in the past. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the High Priestess. So I usually view this as a Piscean energy, so for some of you maybe you relate more to the energies on the right side, but if not that, could just be saying that this person might have been a bit more focused on spirituality, right? We even see her back is turned to the cards on this side, so it could have been one of those things where you might have seen that they kept to themselves quite a bit, but you actually might have still felt the draw to them, right? Because, for example, if you're very spiritual yourself too, you might have thought, oh, it's a really good matchup, right? That's what I see there. All right, present energy on your side, we have Innocence. So this is the equivalent of the Fool in traditional tarot, and this could just be saying that now you actually might be willing to come forward and communicate to this person that you do have feelings for them, and you want to actually take the chance to take things to a romantic level with them. Alright, present energy on their side, we have the Four of Swords. So this is Libra energy here. And what stands out to me here is Four of Swords usually points to an energy of healing. So this could just be saying that when you do come forward to them and express that you have some romantic feelings, they might try to ease their way into it, right? So they might recommend that you hang out as a group, for example, just because they might not feel fully comfortable with a full-on one-on-one type date scenario yet, right? But they could have some interest, so it could just be one of those things where they might suggest something a little more casual like that to kind of ease themselves into the connection a little bit. Alright, future energy on your side, we have the Six of Coins. So this is actually a Taurus energy here, so it could be pointing to a timeline, saying that as we get into, let's say, the beginning of May, you might feel this energy here. But what stands out is usually the Six of Coins points to an energy of balance. And what always stands out to me with the artwork here is we see there's already 3 coins on this side, and then the person with 2 is extending another, right? So it could just be one of those things where what you might realize in the future is because this person still might be doing some healing from their previous situation, you might feel like you actually have to put a little bit too much energy toward them, right? So it could just be one of those things where you have to ask yourself, okay, do I have to give too much for this connection or what, right? Because if you look at her facial expression there, it doesn't necessarily look like she's even too appreciative of that, right? All right, and the future energy on their side, we have the Three of Swords. So yeah, now this could definitely point to a third party dynamic, but I will say I don't feel like it's necessarily pointing to a future dynamic with your connection. I feel like this is more pointing to the fact that they still haven't healed from a situation that they were in their past that had a third party dynamic. And this could just be coming back up to the surface for them between the Mercury retrograde we're about to have and also the fact that we'll be in eclipse season. So it could just be one of those things where you might come to the realization that, okay, even if you have this attraction for this person, they just might not be ready yet. So it could just be one of those dynamics there. Alright, bottom of the deck on your side, we have Sacrifice. So this is actually the equivalent of the Hangman in traditional tarot, which I view as a Piscean energy as well. So yeah, this could just be saying that this is the feeling, right, that you're getting, right? Like, okay, do I have to sacrifice too much in order to have this connection continue between the two of us? And I do have to say, like I said, at least for the time being, that might be the case. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Three of Cups. So yeah, like I said, it seems like they could still be in that process where they're still healing and not really ready to enter into any kind of serious connection. So could just be one of those things where you're just going to have to maybe ride it out, right, and see if maybe after the retrograde and eclipse season activity settles down, if they're in a better headspace at that point. So that would be, let's say, around mid-May. But at least for the time being, it looks like they're still going through that healing process. All right. Well, let's move on to the oracle cards and see what we get. So first, we'll see what we get from the Moonlight deck, and I'll be looking for unspoken messages from you to them and from them to you as well. All right, and got one there. And next, we'll see what we get from them to you. Got one there. Okay, so let's see what we got on your side first. Okay, we have Forbidden. It says, even though we shouldn't, I still want you. So interesting to see that there, because seeing that, it could just be saying that for some of you that might actually be the case. That for some of you, they might already be in a connection. So maybe that's what these energies are pointing to there. So that could be what it is, where maybe you're trying to give to this person, but if they're otherwise involved, they might not want to engage in that dynamic. So that could be why you might feel like, okay, you keep trying to give to this person, but they're not reciprocating. So for some of you, that could be the case there. Still feel like the primary storyline is still the case for most of you, but that could definitely be the case for some of you. All right, and then on their side, we have in the very near future. So yeah, this is an indicator that at least there's some potential for what I was saying, which is like this could just be an energy that they could be riding out as we go through Mercury retrograde and eclipse season, and then maybe in another month or so, you might realize that they're in a better headspace to actually move forward with this connection. But we'll see what the Wisdom Oracle adds to the mix. Here we're just going to be looking for one card for general advice to wrap the reading up with. Already got one there. Perfect. So let's see what you got. Okay, we have Clean It Up. There's the artwork, and the number is 21. So let's see what that has to say. Okay, the relationship message says, time to clear the air, take a look at your side of the street, and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours to clean up the relationship. Everyone brings some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered and your relationship will flourish. So yeah, well, definitely a pretty positive message there, although like I said, from what I'm seeing, unless you are resonating more with the cards on the right, I was going to say it looks like the energies on the right definitely seems like they have more work to do before they are ready to put more energy into the connection. So I feel like the clean it up dynamic sounds more like it's for this person. But yeah, either way, this gives me a sign that it could be more of a short-term thing. And if you just let the energies ride out to the retrograde and eclipse season, by mid-May or so, you should see more positive energy within the connection. But hopefully that resonates with you guys and wrap up there. I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.